What's going on, guys? It's Jay the Black. Salute to everyone that's tuning in. I want to talk about these two dummies. They have been arrested after a man lost his life in a hotel room, in a Las Vegas Strip hotel room. Now, this is why a lot of you guys, you think that you're meeting these women. I don't know how long he's known them, but again, when you are hanging out with two women and you barely know them and they have tattoos on their neck, these are probably not women that you want to be around like that, because they're probably looking to do something nefarious. And unfortunately, a man lost his life in the process because these two decided that instead of actually going out here and leading a productive life, they can't do that. I often wonder why I see so many women. You know, we've had women that are unattractive. We've had women that were attractive. They seem to get in a life of crime. Why can't they settle down, find a gentleman that makes good money and can give them a good life? I guess that's too easy for them, or too hard. Maybe they prefer to deal with dysfunctional men who screw them up psychologically. Now, some of these women have probably been screwed up for quite some time, and it manifests into their hatred of men. Because when women do things like this, it's because they hate men. They hate what men may have done to them, but instead of them confronting that, they want to harm men that they don't even know like that, who've done nothing to them. That's the weird thing. You never harm the men who actually harmed you. You harm the men that you don't know. That's the crazy thing. I'm not advocating for violence, but what I'm saying is deal with your trauma, because when you don't, you'll be like these two who are probably going to spend a lot of time behind bars if the prosecution does do their job.
Here at home, Metro Police arrested these two women they say killed a man at a hotel near the Las Vegas Strip. Metro officers say they found the man Monday suffering from a gunshot wound. Authorities say that he apparently went into his room at the hotel with these two women, and then they left a few minutes later.
So he only brought them into the room for a few minutes, and they take this man's life. Probably trying to rob him. Turn into a life of petty crime. This is you would think that men are out here doing it. There's women out here by themselves. They ain't got no men with them.
With the victim's belongings. Both of the women were located by the Criminal Apprehension Team, a task force led by the FBI. Both now face open murder and robbery charges.
Look at both of these
idiots. You may be
surprised. Have you seen? Look at both of these idiots laughing as if they have no care in the world. This is your Western woman. This is the woman that in the media goes out of their way to protect and make excuses for. Women who will go and meet a guy, go into a hotel room, probably under the pretense of having relations, and they probably didn't even have to end his life. They did it because they hate men, because they are women who feel like they're victims and they want to victimize. Just look at them. That's how mentally unstable these particular heifers are. These are the women that we're supposed to be protecting. You got to understand, they committed this crime with no men. It's just them. Now, they could have a guy like a pimp boyfriend that they probably deal with. I would not doubt they have a pimp boyfriend that they probably both deal with. Would not surprise me at all. But the fact that they went and did this themselves lets you know how broken these women are. Police say two women were arrested after they were accused in the death of a man who was found deceased in a Las Vegas Strip hotel room. According to Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department, at approximately 11:35 a.m. on May 15th, the dispatch received a report of an unresponsive male inside a room in a hotel in the 3500 block of South Las Vegas Boulevard. Arriving officers located a man suffering from an apparent shot wound. Arriving medical personnel pronounced the victim deceased at the scene, according to police. The LVMPD said the investigation indicates that the victim went into his hotel room with two women who fled a few minutes later with the man's property. Through the course of the investigation, the police identified the two women as Erica Covington, who's 20, and Ariana Taylor, who's 20 as well. So it's probably two heifers that grew up together. Who knows? Police said both women were located and booked into the Clark County Detention Center without incident. Covington and Taylor were booked for robbery and open murder charges on Wednesday, according to LVMPD. The identification of the victim, as well as his cause and manner of death, were released by the Clark County Coroner's Office. This did not need to happen, but they did it anyway because they are reckless heifers. They could not help themselves. They just felt the need to do this for whatever reason. And now a man is gone. A man that has a family, people that care about him, all because two greedy, broke heifers decided that they wanted to end this man's life because they can't get a job. I thought these melanated women were the most educated and the fastest rising entrepreneurs. We have all these women's conferences and women's empowerment, and we're empowering women. Well, you still got heifers like this who are robbing men and are not trying to work and build anything for themselves. How much you want to bet that these two idiots have children? I bet you they have children. And they don't even look like they feel guilty about it because they've gotten away with so much in their life. How many other men have lost their life because of them? This probably ain't even their first rodeo. I bet this ain't the first time they've been in this situation. I think they need to be investigated further. They probably either tried to do this or have done this before. This is what happens when men are out of the communities and out of the home. These males and females are wayward. Look at how the males are. Just look at these males. Look at the females. Just a bunch of attention-starved, crazy, delusional women who you can tell have no father figure in their life. This situation should have never happened. But this is what happened when you have bumbling, stupid, idiot heifers who don't think that cameras are going to catch them running out of his hotel room. The fact, again, maybe they've gotten away with something like this before. But the fact that they really thought they were going to get away with this is absolutely crazy. Winter has come for these heifers. This is why you're seeing more stories of them robbing men, because they're bums. They're broke. They have no direction in their life. We can talk about what men are doing, but look at what these heifers are doing. They right there as far as being bums. They have failed themselves. They failed their families. And I bet they feel no remorse. These are 20-year-olds. They don't know what life is. They're 20-year-old broke heifers that don't really know what's going on in the world. And they thought that this would be fun. They probably thought it was funny. We'll see how funny it is when that judge sentences you to life without parole. We'll see how funny that is. So let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Like this video and share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and I'll see y'all next one.